Career Ready, Creating a Career Path. This is the fourth topic in the Trobe University Career Ready module on creating a career path. It looks at the importance of decision making in advancing your career from one stage to the next and explains some key issues and strategies. How many decisions have you already made today? What to eat for breakfast, what to wear, whether to spend some time on this Career Ready module, and so on. Some decisions have to happen quickly, others take time. Some are important, many are not. What we choose to do, when we do it, what we deem important, and how we spend our time and money is influenced by our emotions, our beliefs, the information we have available to us, and our motivations. Think about a reasonably important decision you've made in the recent past. What was it about, and what were your options? Why did you make that choice? Did anything or anyone influence your choice? How? And what helped you? Looking back, would you say it was the right decision for you? Why or why not? Everyone approaches decisions in their own way based on their preferences. Some people find the process challenging and exciting. Others find it tricky. Moving forward in your career depends on making good decisions and following them through to achieve specific goals. So how do you feel about making career decisions? It's normal to feel some uncertainty around decision making because it involves initiating change and moving into the unknown. A bit of anxiety is normal and can actually help in formulating better decisions. But be aware that excessive worry about making the so-called wrong decision can create a lot of unnecessary pressure and waste energy on scenarios and events that might never even happen. So instead of worrying, prepare to make a good career decision that's right for you. Poor decisions generally happen for a reason. For example, you're less likely to make a good decision if you're too stressed to make an informed or rational choice, or you focus on the immediate issues without considering your overall aims, the bigger picture. Your approach to decisions can create a negative result too. For instance, if you procrastinate instead of putting time into research and preparation, or you give someone else control of the decision, or you follow what everyone else is doing instead of acting on your own values and goals. And if you're not ready for change, you're not in a position to make a decision that you will make good by following it through with action and commitment. In other career-ready topics, we've established that creating a career in the 21st century is less about having a plan mapped out that you follow from A to Z, and more about ongoing planning as your life and circumstances change. In reality, most people put energy into career planning when major life transitions happen, like finishing school and graduating from uni. These events force them to make decisions about study and work. However, as we've heard, to create a satisfying career path, you need to think ahead about the kind of work you want to do and make decisions to pursue specific opportunities at all stages of your career based on your abilities and aims. Good decision making requires perspective, practice, and skill. Have you got what it takes? Effective career decisions involve taking time to reflect, research, and plan. These skills are key capabilities developed at university. As life is full of unexpected events, you can only make the best choice you can at a given time based on these skills and what's important to you and on good current information. As Tim Costello, CEO of World Vision, has said, "My career has not been linear. I have just made the best decision I could at the time." Being at uni presents lots of opportunities to develop decision-making skills and confidence. Before enrolment, it's about choosing and applying for courses. During your studies, there'll be decisions about major and minor sequences and electives which interest you and will contribute to your career goals. You might weigh up whether to do full-time or part-time study, or add summer and winter semesters into your course load. You may also think about extracurricular options, like doing some volunteer work and short courses to add to your knowledge and employability skills. You might even look at changing courses or shifting your focus within your current course. As we've heard, your career begins well before graduation, and choosing a particular course of study doesn't necessarily set things in stone. New possibilities will arise as you change and the world around you changes. Around graduation, you'll be making decisions around what jobs to apply for. Should you work full-time, or is part-time work a good enough starting point? Which graduate positions or starter jobs related to your career interests will you put yourself forward for? Can some postgraduate study help you to achieve your career goals? Will you choose research or coursework? Will your postgraduate studies follow on directly from your degree, for instance doing a Masters of Education after completing a bachelor's degree? Or will you pick studies that complement your undergraduate studies but create opportunities in another field? What about taking up other study options such as TAFE, short courses and MOOCs to understand your knowledge and understanding you can bring to the work you'd like to do? Is this a time to take up opportunities overseas for paid or volunteer work, study, or just to do some travel? Or what about doing some volunteer work as a way of getting more experience or a foot in the door, for instance around a career interest such as working with children, providing community service, or being a healthcare provider? Even if there are lots of possibilities, focus is an essential part of decision making. What's the main career decision you're facing at the moment? Is it choosing subjects for next year? Are you wanting to change courses or shift the focus of the course you've already started? What about applying to do honours or other further study? Or are you choosing suitable volunteer work and putting time aside to do it? Make sure you're focusing on achievable opportunities that are available to you now and in the foreseeable future. Being aware of your feelings and priorities can help you be more conscious in the decisions you make. Are you feeling confident about the decision you're currently facing, or anxious, unsure, or certain, or somewhere in between? Think about the way you felt about decisions in the past and how you've approached them. Are you conscious of the decision-making strategies you tend to use? For instance, using your intuition is all about making choices on the basis of your gut reaction. You might use pros and cons, a systematic approach to weighing up the reasons for and against doing something. Reflection is about taking time to think things through and make sense of them. Talking about things can help. Speaking to other people can help you to understand and clarify what you're feeling and what's important to you. You might also test out ideas and interests. Try out your decision before committing to it completely, by completing a single subject or a short course, for instance. And some people stand back and leave it to fate, waiting for someone else or circumstances to make the decision for them. Career decisions can be complex and you can't know everything. You can only make the best decision you can at the time with what you know. But you can also learn new skills and strategies, and it is okay to change your mind about things. Here are 8 ways to make more conscious career decisions. Acknowledge your feelings about the situation and the decision you have to make and what you feel is at stake. Take responsibility for your needs, wants and choices. Check deadlines and allow yourself enough time to reflect, plan and research so you're not making decisions in a hurry and under pressure. Make sure you draw on current authoritative information, not just on opinion, assumptions, rumour or hearsay. Explore all your options and then narrow them down into a short list. Be aware of your own decision-making style and base decisions on your own values, interests and priorities, not the interests and values of other people. And get some help if you need it. Decision-making is an incredibly important aspect of many jobs. You can actually develop your decision-making capability, and there are a wide range of decision-making models to explore and experiment with. A simple list of pros and cons, or something like the DECIDE model that can help you break a decision down into small, manageable steps. Next step. Take some time to work through the activities on making decisions.